everyone. Today's topic is machine learning fundamentals. How machine learn like human. So the today's learning. After this session, we can learn understand the concept of machine learning, Python and Python programming. Also, I want to develop a simple machine learning based solution for real world problems to demonstrate logical thinking, creativity, analytical skills, and decision making in a problem solving task. Also, identify opportunities and future learning pathways in the machine learning. So this is the machine learning and machine. What is the difference between these two? So machine is a device or the system that performs work, and the methods that allow machine learning is the method allows computer to learn from the data. So what is machine is a physical program system. It cannot learn itself. It also worked. If the program is written based on the program, it will work. It don't require data. Also based on the fixed rule it works. So this is the machine. But what is the machine learning? It is based on the AI techniques. It learn automatically. It improves with the experiences. It require data. So improve with the experience means what? It require data. Adaptive rules it have. So this is the difference. So the basic concept of machine means what? It is a anything which can reduce human effort, correct? So the person in this movie, the dialogue is given that it is anything which can reduce the human work or make it easy, like a fan switch or the pen, it can be considered in the machine. So if you know the proper definition of that is machine that is a device which uses energy to perform work and reduces human effort by improving efficiency, speed or the accuracy. So this is
A
the
machine is anything that
so now in this video, the machine learning, what machine learning is. So computer understand the
computer how to
as
perform a task
program
without explicitly
understand the
programming it to
language
perform said
and
task.
based on that
Instead,
it will
feed data
perform
into an
work.
algorithm
So
to
it
gradually
improve
improve
the
outcomes with
efficiency
experience,
and
similar to how organic life learns. The term was coined in
efficiency
1959 by Arthur Samuel at IBM.
so this is the machine and machine learning. So how it takes the intelligent decisions instead of explicitly programming the rules. Machine learn from the data and also have the examples and improve the performance automatically over the time. Okay, so traditional programming is there in a machine and machine learning. What is the difference between these two? So in traditional programming, rules are defined, but in machine learning, it works based on the record. So the data and output required in machine learning, based on that, it will give you the prediction, correct? So but in traditional programming, we need to define in a coding also. So we have to give the rules. For example, is given here, if the student is having a greater than 40% mark, that then it is pass, otherwise it is fail. But here machine learning, it observes the data and based on that it will be predict. So for spam email detection, so here also fixed, we have to give the enter the content that free money, put into the spam, another mail, put into the spam. So manually we have to write it. But in the machine learning, what happened, it learns from the 1,000 emails, and based on that it will be detected it automatically if it is a spam or ham. So traditional programming, humans have to write the rules, but in machine learning, computer learns rules from the data. Okay, so uh, this is the difference between the traditional programming and the machine learning. Okay, so now in this video, traditional programming and machine learning is represented and how it understand. So that
As
programming
they both rely on programming languages to translate human ideas into code that machines can execute. For instance, Python is a key language used in both fields, especially in AI, due to its simplicity and strong community support, which makes AI development faster and more accessible. On the other hand, traditional programming often employs compiled languages like C, C++, or Java, where efficiency and optimization are prioritized. Traditional programming involves
so these are all the problems which are done in this. Okay, so if there is no data means what? No output or no learning. So if machine learns models become intelligent only by learning from the data, correct? So we require a data. So this is the diagram image which represent that the input is given, and based on that input, your machine have to identify whether it is a cat or dog, correct? So machine learns from the data just like the human learn from the experiences. So training data is the data which is used to teach a machine learning model. So how the mother teach his child that this is the cat. She shows the image of the cat and then child understood that this is the cat. What about the dog? So similarly it shows the real life images also, or based on that the child learn from that and he will identify and he can predict that this is the cat or dog or any other fruits names also you can remember. So this is the model which mother can train. This is what the student mother can train his child, and child based on the experiences also he can learn. So similarly what we have to do here, machine we need to train the machine based on the experiences as well as the data available and the information. So if the students example of that is the student study 2 hours means what, he is a fail. Means if the student doing the study greater than 2 hours means what, he is a pass. So there will be a, so this is called as the training data. So based on that we can run the model. For example, more study hours means what, higher chances of passing. So examples of it is the recommendation system and the prediction system. So there are three types of machine learning model. First one is the supervised, second unsupervised, and third one is the reinforcement learning. So in supervised learning, the machine used to train the machines using the label data. So label data is given. So cat, the label of that image is cat. Dog, if there is image of dog, the label of that image is a dog, like that. Given a many images and the labels of that is also given. In supervised, unsupervised learning, unlabeled data need to train the machine. In reinforcement learning, it uses the agent and environment to produce actions and rewards. So for example, if you are giving the input as a shape, so what is the shape of it is, so your machine have to identify that this is the shape of a square. So supervised learning having these algorithms, unsupervised learning having these algorithms means we can use the, if you want to use the supervised learning you will get the answer in the yes or no format. So example of that is a linear regression is there, logistic regression, support vector machine, k-nearest neighbor, and decision tree. And supervised in that it is based on the clustering. So k means clustering is there, here hierarchical clustering, DB scan, principal component analysis, reinforcement learning, these are the algorithms we can learn. Next, in supervised learning, the approach of the supervised learning is the task label input and the maps the output. So unsupervised, in that there is a pattern, understand the pattern and based on that give the output. So here it is a try and an error basis, give the desired solution. So supervised learning, there is a supervisor available, unsupervised no supervisor available. Similarly in reinforcement learning, do not need any supervision to train the model. So types of problems in a supervised learning. So supervised learning solve the classification and derivation type problem, unsupervised learning solve the clustering and association problem, and reinforcement learning solve the reward based problems. So application of, these are the application of supervised learning, and supervised learning, and the reinforcement learning. So based on this application we can identify what application and which method should I use for to solve the problem. So we need to know the what type of problem it is. Okay, so now let us understand, this is the workflow, which machine learning workflow, which represent a structured pipeline followed by developing a machine learning solution.
Isn't just about
Step
picking an algorithm,
is
it's a
problem
structured
definition,
process.
prediction,
Think of it as a
and
pipeline or a life cycle.
the objective of the
Understanding this
system.
ML
So what the
workflow is
problem,
vital for
what
any
the
successful
learning,
project.
what
Let's
outcome
break it
it
down
will
into key
bring.
stages.
So
It all
the
begins with problem
based on
definition
that
and data
outcomes,
collection.
data
What problem are
preparation
we
is
trying to
there,
solve?
then
Is
we
it
can
predicting
perform
customer
feature
churn,
engineering,
identifying defects, or
then
something else?
model
Once
training,
the problem is
and
clear,
once
we
training the
gather the
model,
relevant data.
model training is
This could be from
completed, we
databases,
need to move to
APIs,
the
web
evaluation.
scraping, or even
Evaluation based
sensors.
on the
Next
decisions
comes data
recall and
preprocessing and
qualifying.
exploration.
So
Raw
finally
data
is
is
the
rarely perfect. It's
target
messy,
and
incomplete, and
last
often
is that
contains
is
errors.
deployment.
We
So
need to
we
clean
started
it, handle missing
to train
values,
the model to be
transform it,
integrated
and
with the
explore its
real world.
characteristics to
So the
understand
workflow
relationships and
forms a
identify
continuous
potential
cycle
issues.
where
This stage
models are
often takes
improved
the most time.
iteratively based on the
Feature engineering
data
is a crucial,
and the
often
customer
artistic.
feedback. So learn through the examples. So these are the examples. already we have discussed about this. Google Map is there, spam detection, cat and dog identification, and this is the how your machine learning model understand decision making. So here the cluster of images are given, and based on that it will identify which are the images of the cat and dog. This is the example of classification as well. So this is the first project which is based on that machine learning. So all AI tool for Indian Sign Language generator from audio to visual content into the English or Hindi. Of this project okay. Is so AI is tool project. In that project for Indian Sign Language generator from audio visual content in English or Hindi to ISL content and vice versa. We normal people we don't have to knowledge
Community.
about the
Deaf and
sign
mute
language.
community
So what
individuals
happens?
face
We want
significant
to
barrier in
talk to that
communications,
person like a
especially in public
public
places
chat
and
like
daily
that.
interaction.
So we
Our
can
solution is
talk
to
about
bridge this gap
that.
using
So
cut-edge
at that time, what we have to do,
translator.
we can use
Our
that
solution convert
argument in the
text,
content
audio,
itself.
video
So
to Indian
here
Sign
our
Language and
application
vice versa.
present that
Offers public
here
announcement
we can
in
use
Indian Sign
normally
Language,
communication with the
including
person
some
who
learning
is
features
speaking.
also.
So
In
that is the
announcement, we
project.
do railway
The outcome
announcement,
of this
airport
project
announcement, and
is shown
etc.
here.
Here is a real-time demonstration
So
of
here
our
it is
system
here
running a
you can
client-server
click on that video
architecture
is
built from scratch
entered
using
in a
WebSocket APIs. On the
the
left,
description box. So
we
you can
have
click on
client
that
sending video to
of this
server.
project.
On the server
So
side, our
there you
ML
can see
model
the
track
idea
the
of
hand
this
movements,
project. So
predict
how
the
the
Indian
person
Sign Language gesture,
is how
and send it
got
back to the client. As we
present
can
that
see, the video
project.
show live Indian Sign Language translation
Thank you.
running throughout
Or
the presentation.
I love you.
Now let's
Or I
move on to
like
the
you.
next text to
Like
ISL
that.
feature.
So this is what
We are
here.
using an avatar
So
to
based on that, the
individually
application
demonstrate
is
Indian
present
Sign
the
Language
image of that
signs. For example,
the
if we input
front
"Hello,
end of
how
that
are you?"
application
the
in
avatar
mobile
performs
app
the
we can
corresponding
use
Indian
that.
Sign Language gesture.
Next is the weather forecasting. So identification of weather. So where we require it, we require
Today,
the
we'll explore
identification
the
of weather
significance of
in the
accurate weather
for
prediction
security
and how
purposes. So
modern
we
technology,
require for
particularly
agriculture
Python and machine
purposes. We
learning, plays
require
a
for
crucial
some
role
if
in
there
the
is some
field.
disaster
Let's move to
thing. So
the
if we have a
second
prediction of
page of
that, so we
PPT. The
can
importance of
manage
the
or we can
weather
do
forecasting. Weather
something
forecasting is a
some
vital
other
for various sectors,
actions based
including
on that.
agriculture and
Okay, so we
transportation,
require
disaster
to do the
management,
weather.
and accurate
Okay, this is the
forecasting
most
help in
important
planning
part also.
resources.
So the link is given in the description box. Thank you. Thank you so much.